Okay, this section is going to be fast and easy. It's on discrimination. I can sum it all up with saying this. Don't do it. Not only is it not worth it, it's not necessary, okay? So here's what I'm getting at. You cannot restrict someone from applying to one of your rentals or renting one of your rentals, if that's the case, based on, this is from 1964 Civil Rights Act, based on race or color, national origin, religion, sex, age, familial status, and disability. Okay, that's the federal level. Now, at the state level, they can add other classes. Same thing with the even local levels too, as long as they don't conflict with the next higher body of law. In this case, like federal law. Now, just know this: the only reason to restrict someone from having access to one of your rentals is based on their ability to pay. That's really it, guys. Yes, their job history, their rental history, those are definitely important. You need to take those into consideration. But the number one reason is they just can't afford a place. They don't have the good track record, and that's the only reason. I've had people tell me, I wouldn't rent to those people and these people and this and that. And I'm like, you're nuts, okay? I mentioned one of the other videos, we have a lot of families coming over from different countries around the world who need help. They're the refugee families, and we need to help them. And they ended up being great tenants, okay? So don't prevent yourself from a money-making opportunity, all right? Serve first and you shall prosper, right? So I want to give you an example here of something where really it paid off big time. It had to do with a property that was a small property, and we had it was not ADA compliant, it was not handicap accessible. And we had an applicant said, well, we'd like to rent there. And I said, I'm glad to do it, but I got to tell you, man, you got a set of 10 steps going up the front. It's an old house. You got narrow hallways. There's no grab bars. I mean, I'll be glad to do it. So it's going to take me a while to get the thing, up and running. He said, don't worry, I got it taken care of. Turns out ADA, all right, American Disabilities Association, has a program. Now this could change from any time. So just as of this recording, this is what I experienced. They would give the tenant a grant. They would basically pay, by the way, for the remodeling to make that unit handicap accessible, or in other words, ADA compliant. Ramps, grab bars, accessible sinks, the whole 9 yards. From A to Z, start to finish, completely, totally paid for. Didn't have to lift a finger on my own. All I had to do was sign a little piece of paper. And by the way, part of that piece of paper was that when that tenant moves out, they also pay to come back in with the contractor and put the property back to its original condition. Well, I didn't want to do that, and guess why? There was a period of time, this is true in most parts of the U.S. and Canada, different areas have different, different characteristics or different needs. This particular time in this particular area, the people receiving a subsidy for rents for being disabled were sometimes three times the prevailing rental rates. So why on earth would I ever take a rentable unit, ADA compliant, where I'm getting 3 times the prevailing rent rates, and make it non-ADA compliant? It just didn't make sense, but yet they make that possibility available to you. So what I'm telling you is this: great tenants usually stay a long time. I've never had a negative problem with any person who came to rent for me with any type of disability ever. I mean, I've had some interesting discussions, but I can tell you this. Generally speaking, it's been a good relationship, a good way to serve the community and increase your profits at the same time. So, in any case, that's my story on basically discrimination and what we call protected classes. Just open up your eyes, open up your hearts, and you'll see a world of opportunity coming your way. Okay, remember, prosperity through service, right? Okay, God bless you. We'll see you on the next video.